Welcome to Dave's Daily Crypto Take. Today is Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. Let's take a look at today's charts. We got BTC at $47,160.76, up 4.34%. Ethereum at number 2, $3,404.09, up 2.83%. Cardano at number 3, $2.39, down 0.90%. Binance Coin number 4, $411.92, up 2.89%. Tether number 5, $1. XRP number 6, $1.09, up 1.45%. Solana number 7, $159.45, down 4.55%. Polkadot at number 8, $36.73, up 5.78%. Number 9, Dogecoin, 23 cents, up 1.37%. And last but not least, number 10, USD coin, $1. Let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed index. Extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. So we got neutral at 49 today. Yesterday was fear at 30. Last week was neutral at 47. And last month was greed at 72. So today we got 5 articles on the spot. Article 1 is Kevin O'Leary says trillions of dollars await crypto if approved as asset class. Article 2, Switzerland to get new digital stock exchange clearing the way for crypto trading and NFTs. Article 3, El Salvador Bitcoin Day bloodbath sends trading volume surging. Article 4, new data reveals Bitcoin could be nearing a sudden price shock after $300 billion crypto crash. And the main topic for today is ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood puts Bitcoin over $500,000 in 5 years, more confident in Ethereum. So before we get into the articles, just want to say thank you so much for everyone that's been listening the past few months. Again, I've been doing this for everyone that wants to hear cryptocurrency updates and news, and specifically unbiased news. If you're catching me on the podcast, catch me on Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Leave a rating and review. And if you're in the YouTube space, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you can. It does help the channel out. All right, let's get to it. Article 1, Kevin O'Leary says trillions of dollars await crypto if approved as asset class. So 2 points in this article. Number 1, Kevin O'Leary wants to raise his crypto holdings to 7% of his portfolio later this year. Article 2, he believes trillions of dollars will flow into the crypto market if regulators recognize crypto as an institutional grade asset. While speaking with CNBC on Monday, the chairman of O'Shares ETFs, Kevin O'Leary, mentioned that there are trillions of dollars of interest waiting to come on board if regulators would recognize and regulate crypto as institutional grade assets. According to him, there are US investors pending moves to cryptocurrency because the regulators are yet to provide regulations for the emerging asset. I don't want to get involved in crypto if the regulator says it's not okay. I can't afford to be offside. I can't afford to be non-compliant, Kevin O'Leary said. Kevin O'Leary wants to double his crypto portfolio. It remains unknown when the US regulators will finally introduce regulatory guidelines for the cryptocurrency market. However, trillions of dollars are waiting to pour into the market when the regulators finally recognize crypto as an institutional asset class, including the approval of Bitcoin-based exchange-traded funds, according to Kevin O'Leary. In anticipation of this, the O'Shares ETFs chairman is bullish on crypto, and he's looking to double his crypto holdings later this year. I want to raise my exposure to crypto, currently at 3%, to 7% by the end of the year. Bitcoin critic turned investor. Interestingly, Kevin O'Leary was once a Bitcoin critic who argued that the cryptocurrency was useless. 2 years ago, he said that Bitcoin was garbage because investors couldn't get in and out of it in large amounts. This is untrue for Bitcoin, as investors are able to move millions of dollars in BTC for low fees compared to the traditional means of payment. Also, there are many institutions holding Bitcoin as part of their reserve. These include MicroStrategy, which recently bought 5,050 BTC, raising its holdings to approximately 114,042 BTC. So what do you guys think about this article? Kevin O'Leary says trillions of dollars await crypto if approved as asset class. Do you agree with him or do you disagree? Comment down below. Article 2. Switzerland to get new digital stock exchange, clearing the way for crypto trading and NFTs. Switzerland has become the latest country to clear the way for better regulation of digital currencies like Bitcoin and perhaps NFTs in the future too. On Friday, Switzerland Stock Exchange 6 won regulatory approval to launch a digital stock exchange called 6 Digital Exchange, SDX, which could be a step towards the creation of a global network of digital asset trading. The digitalization of financial markets continues space, and while the final shape of the market is still evolving, this is an important milestone in providing institutional investors with a safe and robust infrastructure. Thomas Zeeb, SIX's global head of exchanges, said in a statement. So what will it do and how will it impact digital currencies? Euronews next takes a look. How did it happen? SIX has been working on the digital exchange since 2018, but they wanted Swiss approval so it could create a global network of digital asset trading. On September 10, SDX said it had finally obtained 2 licenses from FINMA, Switzerland's market watchdog. One license is for the stock exchange and the other is for Central Securities Depository. The licenses will allow it to operate a stock exchange and depository for blockchain-based securities. More importantly, it allows the stock exchange to open up its infrastructure to supervised financial institutions. SIX has not yet disclosed when the platform will go live. What will the SDX do? SIX said it plans to offer stocks and bonds in the form of digital tokens. Investors will be able to trade, settle, and store digital tokens on one platform via regulated institutions. SDX can now offer the highest Swiss standards of oversight and regulation. Its website said, SDX will run on distributed ledger technology. This means transactions will be recorded digitally across multiple sites and assets can be tracked. It's a system that is based on blockchain. The exchange said on Friday it sees the platform creating a global exchange network for digital assets as the customer base for such assets expands to include banks, issuers, insurance firms, and institutional investors. SDX is expected to initially begin trading in bonds. 2 sources familiar with the matter told Reuters, adding that it was unlikely that shares in already publicly listed companies would hit the digital exchange in the immediate future. 6 officials previously said stocks and possibly exchange-traded funds could also trade on the digital bourse. They also hinted that other assets such as paintings or vintage cars could also be exchanged on SDX in the form of tokens. The monumental move. The launch of the Swiss platform is a massive leap above other major global stock exchanges to other securities placed on the blockchain. The move comes as cryptocurrencies have been seeing growing acceptance around the world. Last week, El Salvador became the first country to accept Bitcoin as legal tender. In the same week, Ukraine also adopted a law that will legalize and regulate cryptos. So there you guys have it. Switzerland to get new digital stock exchange, clearing the way for crypto trading and NFTs. Wow. So Switzerland's getting into the game. Which country do you think is going to be next? Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. All right. Speaking of El Salvador, Article 3 is El Salvador Bitcoin Day bloodbath sends trading volume surging. So after a long period of decline, the Bitcoin trading volume has finally shot up during the bloodbath of El Salvador's legal tender day. Bitcoin trading volume surges up on El Salvador's legal tender Tuesday. As per latest Arcane Research report, the BTC trading volume has spiked up this week after a period of continuous decline. The real BTC 7-day average daily trading volume is an indicator that shows the amount of Bitcoin that changed hands in a day, averaged over the last week. An uptick in the value of metric implies more trading movement on the network. On the other hand, low volumes may indicate a lack of interest from investors in the market. As the above graph shows, the trading volume had been relatively low for the past few months. The trend briefly changed during July, but the indicator started slipping back down again soon. 7 September turned out to be different. However, the crash from above 50K all the way down to 43K, shot up the Bitcoin trading volume. On that day, El Salvador legalized BTC as tender in the country, and a price crash happened as traders sold the news. While the 7-day average value of the indicator was just above $6 billion on the El Salvador event, the actual volume on the day was a massive $14 billion spike. The Bitcoin trading volume has started going back to early September levels as the indicator's value is just over $4 billion now. Since the value of a 7-day average, including the huge $14 billion spike, the actual value for today would be much lesser. This means that spot exchanges are relatively idle at the moment. BTC price. At the time of writing, Bitcoin's price floats around 46.7K, down 0.1% in the last 7 days. Over the past month, the crypto has picked up 1.2% in gains. The below chart shows the trend in the price of the coin over the past 5 days. Since the El Salvador illegal tender day, Bitcoin has regained high volatility after a long period of relative stagnation. The above graph shows how the price movements have been taken and like recently. Right now, the coin seems to be climbing up and as it gains above ground 46K. However, it's hard to say at the moment if it can keep the trend up considering the current volatility. So what do you guys think about El Salvador's Bitcoin day bloodbath since a trading volume surging? Do you think with the adoption of other countries, do you think there will be a bloodbath, or do you think it will be having a surge in adoption? All right, comment down below and let me know what you guys think. We'll move on to round 2, but before that, I just want to say thank you so much to all my listeners so far. I've been getting a lot of love and support in the recent weeks. I've been looking at the analytics, and I love that everyone all around the world is actually listening to the podcast, whether you're on Apple, Spotify, or Google. And thank you so much to the YouTube viewers because you've been also liking, sharing, and subscribing, so that does help the channel. Thank you so much for all your help. And let's get back into it. So Article 4. New data reveals Bitcoin could be nearing a sudden price shock after $300 billion crypto crash. Bitcoin has struggled to make gains over the last month, with a brief foray over $50,000 providing and proving short-lived, even as one major bank predicted the Bitcoin price could soon double. The Bitcoin price hit $52,000 per Bitcoin early last week before crashing to under $45,000 as a viral plan to shore up the Bitcoin price flopped. The crash wiped around $300 billion from the combined Bitcoin and crypto market. That's currently hovering around $2.1 trillion. Now, data has revealed Bitcoin exchange reserves, the amount of Bitcoin held on the likes of Coinbase and Binance, have dropped to lower than they were in November last year. When the Bitcoin price began its huge run, that peaked at almost $65,000 in April. Bitcoin exchange reserves have hit new multi-year lows this week. Data from on-chain analytics outlet CryptoQuant showed meaning there's less Bitcoin supply that can be readily sold on the market. Low Bitcoin exchange reserves happen when investors move their holdings off exchanges and into storage. The crypto markets have shifted into a range-bound environment since the crash last week, between $43,000 and $47,000, with neither bulls or bears having a firm grip. Marcus Sotorio, a trader at UK-based digital asset broker Global Block, wrote in a note that pointing to data that showed large Bitcoin holders, known as whales, have increased their holdings by roughly 44,000 Bitcoin in the last week and 103,600 Bitcoin in the past 3 weeks, describing the data as bullish. On Monday, business intelligence software company MicroStrategy, now holding over 100,000 Bitcoin, announced it had bought another 5,000 Bitcoin. This means we may see a flood of institutional Bitcoin purchase announcements over the coming weeks or months, wrote Sotorio, as the remaining buyers of the 98,000 Bitcoin are unknown. Meanwhile, technical analysis shows that Bitcoin price is about to make a so-called golden cross, where the 50-day moving average passes the 200-day moving average. While this isn't necessarily a bullish sign and maybe a lagging indicator, some think a golden cross can give support for a fresh surge higher. The cryptocurrency market does not look oversold to be unequivocally attractive for short and medium-term buying, but it does show signs of buyer interest. Alex Klipsichev, senior financial analyst at FX Pro, wrote in emailed comments. Bitcoin has been methodically gaining support this month on the downside of a simple 200-day moving average, which now passes near $44,300. In early August, the rise from this curve kick-started at 40% rise over the next 5 weeks. So there you guys have it. What do you guys think about this new data reveals Bitcoin could be nearing a sudden price shock after $300 billion crypto crash? Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Let's take a look at the main topic for today. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood puts Bitcoin over $500,000 in 5 years, more confident in Ethereum. So ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood has always been bullish on Bitcoin. The CEO has previously stated that she expected the price of the digital asset to 10x from 2021 prices, putting it at least $500K in the next 5 years. Wood has made the prediction earlier in the year and has now reiterated this prediction 2 different times. Wood believes that the digital asset remains in a capitulation phase, making it a great time to buy the asset. The CEO's belief in Bitcoin has been evident in her investment choices. Cathie Wood's investment firm ARK Invest owns shares in Coinbase, the first crypto exchange to go public in the United States. ARK Invest was one of the first to invest in the crypto exchange. Wood's firm also owns shares in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, presently the biggest Bitcoin trust in the world, currently owning over 7 million shares in the trust. Bitcoin price to 10x. Speaking at the SALT conference in New York, Wood pointed to her firm's research into institutional investment inflows into the asset. The CEO pointed out that if institutional investors keep diversifying their portfolios at the rate they are currently, then Bitcoin was set to grow tenfold from current price points. Woods explained that the same analysis carried out for Bitcoin that leads to this prediction could also apply to any other cryptocurrency in the market. The prediction is in line with the Woods' earlier predictions of $500K in 5 years. This prediction has been called optimistic in the past, but given Woods' track record and success with risky investments, it is not hard to see how this is right up her alley. Bitcoin's growth has shown tremendous promise in the past couple of years. Barely a dozen years old, the asset has grown over 400,000%. Since its creation, so a tenfold growth in the next 5 years is not much of a stretch for an asset with such a track record. Growing confidence in Ethereum. Wood explained that she would always default to Bitcoin as a first choice to crypto to invest in, due to widespread adoption of the digital asset already, citing recent events like El Salvador making legal tender in the country, but admits that the confidence in Ethereum has been growing dramatically with the transition from proof of work to proof of stake. Ether, however, is seeing an explosion in developer activity thanks to NFTs and DeFi. I'm fascinated with what's going on in DeFi, which is collapsing the cost of infrastructure for financial services in a way that I know that the traditional financial industry does not appreciate right now. Cathie Wood explained that although Bitcoin would still take a larger share of investment, Ethereum would see a significant share. The CEO put allocations at 60% Bitcoin and 40% Ethereum. So what do you guys think about Cathie Wood? ARK Invest CEO puts Bitcoin over $500,000 in 5 years, more confident in Ethereum. Comment down below if you take the over or under for ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood's prediction. All right, let's take a look at the prices one more time before we head out. At number 1, BTC, $47,159. Ethereum, $3,403. Cardano, $2.39. Binance Coin, $411. Tether, $1. XRP, $1.09. Solana, $157. Polkadot, $36. Dogecoin, 24 cents. And last but not least, USD coin, $1. All right, so there you guys have it. Thank you so much for making it this far into the podcast and YouTube video. I just want to say thank you so much for all your help and support and all the love I've been getting recently. Again, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a rating and review on the podcast realm. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great crypto day. Peace.